was getting kinda used to being someone you loved.
That vibrato with the lip, so cool. Popular songs versus acoustic versions. Welcome back to another daily video. My name is Joel from RoomieOfficial. And have you ever heard a song with a lot of like bass drums and electric guitars and cymbals and whatever? And you're like, what if I could hear this, but instead a little bit, you know, softer with some acoustic guitar, piano, whatever you want. There's a lot of people who think that a lot of instruments that people use in the computer are not real instruments. This video is for you as well, because now we're gonna hear modern songs, but without all those techie becky hippity hoppity synths and with more of that drang guitar. Make sure to watch this video till the end. There's a lot of great acoustic versus non-acoustic versions. First off, we have Billie Eilish, Everything I Wanted. Which one will be the best? The acoustic version or the real version? Let's watch. Man, I feel like the dubs in this chorus will do a lot. So if you take those away, it might be less dynamic and less interesting. Apart from that, it's pretty minimalistic overall, the arrangement, so might not be a huge difference.
You can learn to. If I could change the way that you see so, you wouldn't wonder why you're here. They don't deserve you.
That was really vibey in its own way, I would say, especially with the whole setup out in the woods and stuff. Something that did take down the acoustic version slightly for me was that they're singing in these octaves, right? He's singing one octave below. They're singing the same melody, but yeah. And octaves are very, very sensitive to just the slightest
pitchiness.
And it was a little bit pitchy, my trademark, a little bit pitchy. And that just took me out of it a little bit. So I would say I prefer the original. But this one also had definitely a lot of good parts to it. Let's keep watching. Take on Me. How is an acoustic version gonna work for this? It's so like okay, so theory about that song. So they are Scandinavian, I think, just like me. Yeah, they're Norwegian, right? And actually, Take On Me, I think the way they mean it is actually like touch me. But in Scandinavian countries, you can say touch me, like take on me. I think they just directly translated it, so it becomes like a weird, non-working thing. I think it's a little bit of a fail in the chorus there, but such a catchy song. Come on.
Take on me.
Pretty beautiful.
I'll be gone in a day or two.
Okay, yeah. Again, I would have to give it to the original version. I think that song feels so obviously written for the fast-paced beat and everything. It just got a little bit boring, which I guess is a trap that a lot of acoustic versions might fall into. Not a bad version at all. He sang really well. I guess it's also like you can't really do that super high falsetto note in an acoustic version because it's so shouty. It would sound really weird on top of like this really brooding acoustic guitar like boop, 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 boop. And here we have Lewis Capaldi, Someone You Loved. Isn't that already an acoustic song? What's the acoustic version of an acoustic song gonna be? Let's find out.
Somebody to have, just to know how it feels. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you help me escape.
Great voice.
Now the day bleeds into nightfall.
What happens in this music video? Is he like singing this love song to all of his exes, or what's going on? What is happening? Gonna have to look this up now. Okay, so Capaldi wanders the streets following his lost love as his friends and strangers try to stop him from chasing after her. That makes sense more than all of them being his exes or whatever. That was weird.
I guess I kinda like the way you help me escape. Now the day bleeds into nightfall. Yeah, you're not here to get me through it all. Let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved.
That vibrato with the lip, so cool. I love that. I've like almost never seen that before. That's so awesome. Man, I really like that acoustic version. It might also be because I've heard the original like 100,000 times already, and I really like that. But this acoustic version takes The cake. The cake it's I really like that. Very nice. I didn't actually expect him to do that well live, but that was great. And it was really nice with the guitar as well after hearing the piano playing so many times. By the way, please subscribe if you haven't already. It helps me a ton and motivates me to keep making daily videos. Thanks. Next. Yeah, this one will probably work really well acoustically since it's kind of like a ballad with a double time beat under. The melodies are really pretty, so I can see it really working. Oh my god. How trashy is that though? That Prince's dress just... God. I can smell this picture. That's really good set dressing and stuff. I love that. That is a really pretty song. And honestly, I think it kind of came to its own a little bit more with the acoustic version. Katy sang really well here. You know, overall, really, really nice. I'm gonna give it to the acoustic version once again. Very nice. Okay, 21 Pilots, Stressed Out. Interesting. This is not a song that I would expect to sound good in acoustic versions at all. So let's have a look.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when our mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Okay, both were really good. I feel like this song lends itself more to the whole thing with the beat and everything. However, the acoustic version, he sang incredibly, played really good ukulele. It's just kind of like, I think for it to really stand its own as an acoustic version, it would have made sense for him to maybe make the vocals a little bit less hard-hitting. Like, he kind of sings it the same as he does in the original. It would have been interesting if he really went a lot softer with it. That would have taken it to another place. Both are good, but I'm gonna give it to the original version. Next.
He got me feeling like, ooh, I knew it when I met him. I loved him when I left him.
There's so many big songs I haven't seen the music videos to. This is it's bizarre. This is not what I envisioned hearing this song at all, but it's a cool video, I guess. A guy with a very open shirt, which, you know, I always appreciate, I guess.
Got me feeling like, ooh, and then I had to tell him I had to go. Oh, na, 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 na.
That's very funny. You're picking up like two guys, and then you're like, ah, I gotta go. You guys hook up instead.
Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh, na, na. He took me back to East Atlanta, na, na, na. Got me feeling like, ooh, 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 and then I had to tell him I had to go. Oh, na, 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 na. Havana, ooh, na, na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh, na, na.
Something I never realized about Havana is how much it relies on the dynamics of the production for the chorus to be interesting. They take away the beat here in the pre-chorus. She's like singing higher notes and kind of like belting a bit more.
And then I had to tell him I had to go. Oh, na, 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 na. Havana, ooh, na, na.
But because the beat comes in and everything, and because they can really compress that like low vocal up with, you know, really make it pop a bit more in the studio, that chorus works really, really well. And I never thought about it. But when I listen to the acoustic version, it's almost like the intensity goes down a bit too much into the chorus here. Powerful singing.
And
then like- Since the backing track is kind of samey and they don't have those resources to kind of pull that vocal up with studio production stuff, I'm gonna give it to the original. It's a little bit just boring, I guess, in this form. I mean, there is a cool vibe to it, not gonna lie, but maybe there's another way they could have arranged it to really work. Maybe have some other singers come in and dub her in the chorus, could have helped. Grenade by Bruno Mars. Bruno the legend. I haven't actually listened to Bruno in some time. I don't know why, because he's amazing. Now I'm really excited. Let's hear what Bruno has to offer. Does he want the piano? Why is he like, hey, give me the piano, bro, right here, put it in my hands. I'm sorry, Mr. Beggar Man, but you could not hold a piano like this. That's not how it works. Okay, let's listen to the acoustic version of Bruno's.
I jump in front of a train for you. You know I'd do anything for you. Listen, babe, I would go
Guess I would die for you, baby, but you won't do the same.
Yeah, Bruno, what a king. If I had to choose between those two, it probably still has to go to the original, because even though it's super impressive, Bruno sings this with total confidence, you know, really high stuff. He's still kind of like belting kind of aggressively on a backing track that I think doesn't really support that. Get your bullet straight through my brain. I wouldn't think of that as something that you sing on top of like a guitar that's like do 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 do. You know what I mean? There's that disconnect again. Maybe if they were playing the guitars just a little bit more aggressively or something. He is in the middle ground because it's not like total like you know, singing. It's not super like hey or anything like that. It is just kind of like that whiny type of a belting tone, but still I think that the original is better because there again the production comes in and makes it a little bit more of a climax, which I think underpins that vocal really well. It would be interesting to see if he could take the dynamics down on his vocals for that a little bit. Maybe he could have taken it in falsetto. It's really good though. Not saying it was bad, just saying that I prefer the original. Okay, so click here for more music commentary videos, click here for videos where I sing or make music, and I will see you in tomorrow's daily video. Bye.